In the previous episode, we took out the queen bee, and I didn't do much after that because my throat is kind of killing me. I'm getting a little sick, and that continues to be the case today, so I don't really have huge plans for today's episode, but we're going to try to do maybe Skeletron. I was reminded of the fact that I'm not using a molten bow, and I should be because, well, I have the Deathbringer pickaxe, and I should be able to just go down and get that. I totally forgot that with the either the Crimson or the Corruption pickaxe, you could just go get your hellstone. I don't know why my brain just decided that it didn't like that idea anymore, but that's how it is apparently. So essentially what we're gonna do today is, as soon as I grab all of my little herbs that I'm able to grab at the moment, is go get some hellstone and potentially do some Skeletron. I think that that's a pretty nifty thing. Will I need the bow? Well, I don't know. It is better than the tendon bow, and it also is just in general going to be better for us. Can I even make stuff that I'm going to need for that? Like water walking would be great. I can't make water walking stuff. I don't have the materials for it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. But maybe I look into upgrading my boots so that way I can get the... Oh, that's right. I need the ice skates. That's something we're going to have to do. I mean, I could get Terraspark boots fairly easily. The lava waders are going to be the most annoying part of that, getting the lava charm and the obsidian rose and stuff. But you know what? I think I could probably get that fairly easily just by doing some fishing. So I think in between episodes, I'm gonna invest some fishing time in. Let's go down into the underworld and just kind of poke around, see about maybe getting some hellstone. But at the same time, you know, I've got a mini shark, so this shouldn't be too difficult to do. I'm also going to need some obsidian, which I don't think I've collected any, but at the very least, we can kind of get underground here and start digging stuff out. There we go. Saw something today that is incredible. Maybe you guys saw it as well. So, as you know, I've made comments about, I'm a Diablo partner. I make content for Diablo, and it's one of my like primary games that I play, right? Well, with that said, am very biased about stuff that they do, right? Just because it's a game that I really love. However, if you don't know, by the way, I'm over here just like breaking these because I could potentially get a potion out of it for obsidian skin potion, so that's why I'm diving in over here breaking these pots. But I'm very biased for Diablo stuff, and with that said, I saw them do what I think is probably the coolest promotion thing that I've ever seen in video games for, like, hey, we're gonna promote our game coming out. So they're promoting Diablo 4 coming out soon, and what did they do? Well, they found what's it called? A cathedral in France. And I would say they painted it, but on closer inspection, they actually just took like vinyl art and covered, so it's not a permanent thing, covered the ceiling. But they basically did like the Sistine Chapel style, like fresco painting in, do I have something to grab? No, oh, I can't grab that. Oh, that's right. I need a better bug net. How do I upgrade the bug? I've seen hellstone. All right, cool. We're gonna have to do that, I guess. Anyway, so they did like this fresco style, Renaissance style, like ceiling painting in this cathedral for Diablo, and it looks so freaking cool. And that is just about the most Diablo thing I could imagine them doing. It's a great idea, honestly, really good idea. I'm kind of hoping because they have a sweepstakes, which if you're watching this, you know, as this video comes out, you should definitely consider entering, because why not? They have a sweepstakes that if you win, they will add you as like a person drawn in the Diablo style that they're using into the whole fresco. And I like that so much. That's such a cool idea. Yeah, anyways, that whole thing is a really cool promotional thing. It's like so cheesy. I know, I get it. Like, you know, oh my goodness, I need to go get some obsidian. That's gonna be too difficult for us at the time. So I get that video games do silly things sometimes to promote stuff, and the marketing team has a budget, and part of the budget has gone to this, right? This isn't affecting the game development budget at all, and I think that's the misnomer that people tend to do is they go, oh, well, I wouldn't say they bought it. They didn't buy the space for it. They kind of like rented it out because it's not an actual, like I said, it's not an actual painting. It's like a vinyl that they've just glued to the ceiling of this cathedral. I mean, it looks like a painting. It looks really good, but in reality, it's not actually a painting. But you know, that still costs a pretty penny to do. And it just reminds me of how much I like indie video games. AAA video games do some really silly stuff with their money sometimes. Like, I don't know, most of the stuff that EA does, for example, it just seems like a silly waste of money. Or here's a great example, and this is coming from personal experience. Took way too much damage there. Wasn't even considering fall damage. Years ago, if you don't know, like the origin of the channel really started with doing some Star Wars The Old Republic content, okay? That's really not news to anybody. Most people know that. However, I did a whole set of guides for the game, and they were incredibly popular. They're still incredibly popular and just gain me a bunch of views every month. It's just like passive views. But here's the kicker, right? I got some recognition out of the guides that I did. People in the games industry, saw the guides and were like, wow, you did a good job on this. And I got rewarded for that because there was a MMO, it's still around, though I don't recommend playing it. Not necessarily because of the game, but because of other reasons, which I'll get to in just a moment. Didn't I break? Oh, I did put I couldn't see the block that I put there. It's very odd. I'm not going to be able to get the rest of that. I'm just going to have to create a bridge. I was trying to get more, but I'm not going to be able to get the water for it. I'll just make a bridge for it. Anyways, it was called Skybound, but it was published by a publisher called My, as in MY. Unfortunately, that is a Russian publisher, and due to everything in Ukraine right now, I don't support any company like that. So it's unfortunate that they're getting my ire on that one, but it's true. So that's just kind of how I am with that. Anyway, so long story short, I had been invited to do a guide series for Skybound, and I accepted, and I essentially got paid for it. And it was a fun little, cool little series I got to do. I got to play the game and got a bunch of free stuff in the game because it's a free to play game. And that was fun. But they were celebrating the launch of, hold on, let me interrupt my own thought process here, because I'm going to forget what I'm doing in just a second if I don't. So obsidian skull, bam. So yeah, I got invited to the launch party for the game in the US. It already launched in other places in the world, but they were launching the Skybound. Is that what it's called? Starbound? Skybound, I think is what it's called. And Armored Warfare, which was a tank game, like a tank sim from Obsidian. If you know who Obsidian is, they make like they made Fallout New Vegas, they made The Outer Worlds, they make really good RPGs. And they just happen to, let's get rid of the frog legs for now. So they just happened to have made this tank game, and it was published by My. Really, I think it was a way of the studio just happening to make money at the time. But in reality, I don't think anyone there really necessarily thought that was like the best project that studio should be working on. But we got invited to the launch party, which also meant that we got to go visit Obsidian. So we went down to California, all expenses paid, right? So like they flew us down. And now getting back to my point, this is the worst case of like flagrant spending of money that you don't need. They put us on a private, like, several story yacht and trucked us around Newport Beach, which is not a cheap place in California. And I remember being on the boat at the time thinking, wow, this is cool. This is one of the first like events that I've ever been able to go to. And it was good for me at the time because I got invited to it. And that gave me at the time quite a lot of recognition for the work that I was doing. And I was really happy with that. But looking back on it, I'm like, man, that was such a waste of money for them, not for me. Obviously, I didn't pay anything. But then I realized video games nowadays, this is like not a new thing. They keep spending random weird amounts of money doing all this promotional stuff. And, you know, Activision is doing the same thing or Activision Blizzard is doing the same thing with Diablo 4 coming out and the other games that they've done. And I remember like Overwatch, it was either Overwatch or Overwatch 2 had like these quote unquote giant mechs that kept appearing in cities around the US. And that's kind of a cool little thing, but like those giant statues they were putting up cost a pretty penny, right? So they're like spending a good part of their marketing budget on that. It's like, oh man, how much money is actually in the marketing budget for these games? Millions and millions of dollars, as it turns out. And that's why I love indie games so much. That's why I love Terraria so much. It doesn't really need that, does it? Games can exist without crazy marketing budgets. Yeah, sure, it helps reaching certain audiences. And if you have a marketing budget that is insane, you're likely going to make a lot more money off your game than if you don't, or at least you're going to make a lot more sales. Depending on if your game is good, you'll make more money. But games like Terraria, they're kind of just homegrown in a way, if that makes sense, right? Like they rely on word of mouth. They rely on people doing videos like this where they're not paying anybody to do it. And then people go and find the game and pick it up and support the developer. And those developers have really low overhead in game development. But all that to say, I think marketing budgets for AAA studios can be cool. And it's nice that they apparently have all this money to throw around. But at the same time, it's kind of silly painting a cathedral, quote unquote, painting a cathedral. Obviously, as we've mentioned, it's not really actually painting it, but also just kind of the coolest thing ever. And I'm torn on that. So here's the thing. I think I'm going to sacrifice my life for all of this hellstone, but we're going to do it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Don't die. Eat. Eat. I think we did it. I hit the potion twice. I didn't mean to, but hey, we got more than enough, didn't we? We got so much hellstone just now. Am I gonna die to the burning? No, I had to do quick math on the time that the debuff had left with that. I think we're fine. Let's put the heart reach down there. The fire blossom. We need to hold on to that obsidian rose. We'll put the hell forge in there, of course, and go to hellstone. Let's make as much as I can of that. 27. Okay, that's not bad. That allows me to make I can make a molten pickaxe. Do I need to? I probably should. How much is that going to take? 20. No, let's go with the bow. Why can't I make the bow? How much is the bow going to take? Oh, hey, I can make the hellwing bow if I don't get it out of the chest. That's kind of nice. Treasure magnet. What's that from? I wonder what recipe that's from. Actually, you know what? We can find out. All of these are Fargo's mutant mon. All right, that's fine. Why can't I make the flaming bow? Am I crazy? Oh, wait, is that because it's not called here, let's do this. Let's go let's go to there. Let's click on that. What is it called? Molten Fury. Right. See, this is the thing. I just don't play Ranger. I don't remember what all this stuff is or what it does. So the damage is going from 21 up to 34, plus we get fire arrows, which is really nice. So definitely going to use that. And I could also do the Phoenix Blaster. Where do you get the handgun from? Isn't that from a vendor? I believe it is. Or no, maybe it's from a box. I don't remember. The Phoenix Blaster is great, though. I definitely recommend the Phoenix Blaster. Oh, but we can also get the Death in 4 axe, which reminds me, I wasn't going to forget, but I've been waiting. I didn't do it last episode because my throat was hurting so bad. And now I've gone on a tirade about marketing budgets and video games, and you know that hasn't helped. But I was waiting to do the waifu stuff. So let's go ahead and open this up. So seriously, a giant bee. Somehow, I might prefer it over smaller insects. Easier to hit, you know. At the very least, it unlocked an ability in the stellar array. Yeah, let me talk to her again. Oh, wait, hold on. No. No, stop talking to me. I don't care. We are going to here. We got to equip the B1. Evasion Mastery. 3% chance to take 0 damage from an attack. Gain 25% movement speed. Ooh, that's real good, isn't it? That's like really good. Oh, and you guys were letting me know that there's a little lock here. I can lock or unlock my weapon damage type, which is nice. Although it's not. Why is it not? Okay, now it's. I see. It's just going from opaque to not. Gotcha. So we did that. Now we can talk to her, and we can get our essence of fingers. Is that what that said? I have quite the unique essence for you. It looks to be a chainsaw imbued with the strength of a dog god, or it seems. What does that even mean? Whatever it may be, it should prove useful to you. Ignore the fact that it talks. Right, so this is actually going to give us our ranged weapon. Oh, it's a melee weapon. Really? What was the one I was just looking at? I don't remember. It's a chainsaw. Yep. Sure. I don't have a flower of fire. That's curious. What was the other one then? I was looking at. What was I looking at before? Was it hellstone? Here, let's find out. It was the handgun. So the Death in 4 Axe is the weapon we'll get, right? Because it has the little purple icon as opposed to the blue one. But I'm not really sure where the essence of the sharpshooter comes from. I'm gonna assume it comes from killing Skeletron, right? We're not gonna use the essence of the fingers. There's no reason. There's no reason. I will swap out that. I'm gonna hold on to that. I haven't been using that, so I'll put that in there. Oh, bug net, right. How many does it take? 15. I don't think I had 15 left, did I? Nope. Wow, it just like butchered that. No, I only have 12. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll drop that in there. I'm gonna hold on to that. Obsidian rose. We'll drop that in there. And how do I want to do this? I think an Insta platform, right? It's gonna help the Insta bridge. I have enough for 3, so I am gonna use 3. Although 2 probably would have been fine, but it's fine. We'll do that, and we'll take the bridge, and then I needed to use the stellaglyph as well. This is why I had this on my bar, so that I'd remember to do this. So if I go here and type stellaglyph, that's the prism. It's tier 2. What did I need? I needed everything I have. So why can't I make it? Oh, right. It requires that. So what was it? Diamonds? So I need diamonds. I need crimtane bars. Then it was, this is the problem is I don't remember. Okay, I've got everything. So can be enhanced by, yeah, as to travel, the cosmos, celestial cartography. Do I need a second one in order to upgrade it? So if I click on it, for example, and I go over to the Hyperbia, I don't know. The observatory, let's call it that. I'm not able to make one, right? Because I can't break this. I would need another stellaglyph. Isn't that how that works? That's very interesting. Oh, I can also gain all of these buffs for using the stellaglyph too. That's something to consider. It requires prismatic cores. I've got 9 of them. You know what? I really should probably invest more time into that. If I can go back. How do I? Oh, crap. I have to go use this, don't I? Is that the only way back? It actually might be. If I go back here, can I break this down and still use it? I can't. Okay, cool. Which allows me then to upgrade this thing. Where's it at? There. So we can craft that. So now, if we go back, like right-clicking, going to the map, and then heading here, and then grabbing this and putting this down. There we go. Ooh, it begins to resonate. Let's talk to her. This magic essence, while aspected to nature, seems rather volatile. Perhaps you'd be able to better use it in tandem with other weapons? Okay. What does it do? Essence of nature. It can make the dream. It's a magic weapon, which is pretty cool. Kind of wish that there were more ranged weapons. Sure. I don't really want to use, like, I know I can change the damage type of these, but I don't really want to use them. Now using this, we can go to the tier 2 worlds, right? So I can go here, resources, corruption, enemy drops, jungle enemy drops, prismatic cores. Actually, jungle enemy drops may not be a bad thing. Let's go check. I'm really curious what this is going to do. It's possible. Not much. Ooh, just got jungle grass seeds. Because remember when we were here in the previous ones, we were getting assaulted by like stuff. It was really annoying. Die, Hornet. So is that just going to essentially give me just a bunch of jungle enemies? Or am I going to be able to find like other stuff? Oh, right. I can't put down torches. Oh, it's so annoying that I can't put down torches in this. I feel like I should be able to. Here, let's look around and see if we can't find anything like chest. Like there's a chest there, isn't there? It's hard to see, but I do believe there is. All right, what do we get? Okay, more cores. Okay, so the cores are not a bad thing to be able to get. Because as we saw, we can get the upgrades in here. And someone had mentioned, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna be able to look though, that I have like a debuff on me while I'm here, or a buff. Is it a buff or a debuff? Maybe both? While I'm in here, and it's changing how powerful or not I am, right? So this is body is transported in the sea of the stars. Following actions have been restricted: building, mining, mounts, explosives, flying, and the rod of discord. Abilities that scale with modded world progression have reverted to initial values. Okay, good to know. So basically, you can't cheese the place, and if you really want like stingers and whatnot, this is a good way to come farm it, it looks like. But I just want some of these. Just want some cores. And then maybe we can get ourselves a couple upgrades here and there to gain more power. I think that might be the way to do this. Let's check the bottom of these roots. It's so hard to see. I wish that I could actually like put torches down. All right, that's fine. Let's maybe go back. How am I going to be able to do that? Let's hit this. Let's go to there. Let's go to another tier. Actually, no, let's go back and let's make a buff. I think this is going to be the way we're going to do this. Because if I can get a buff out for us for going into these, then it makes it way more worth it to do. And of course, now we're running into the issue of the saving world data. This is a problem with this, and it's really annoying because it means I have to restart the game. Okay, we're back here. Wait, did I accidentally use an insta-bridge at one point? Didn't I have 3 insta-bridges? Or did I accidentally use one and pop one down? Or is this a weird bug with me coming back into the world? Uh-oh. That's not ideal. Oh, that sucks so bad. Well, you know what? I guess I could break down these platforms real quick. And, oh, that sucks really bad. And then utilize this for boss areas? I don't know. It just dawned on me that I have not explored any sky islands. I just haven't had the need to. I don't really need the wings at the moment. I mean, I guess they could be kind of nice. But then I also am just like, I don't know. The balloon? Maybe if I get a balloon, that might be better. All right, let's, oh, hey, Witch Doctor. Oh, right. He moved in because of the, oh, I totally forgot about the blowgun. Because of the, whatchamacallit? The Queen Bee kill. So, okay, cores. Let's look at these. So this one gives me, so affix to a stellar nova to gain the following stats. Right. These are all tier 1s. Okay. Those are also all tier 1s. So I can make one for plus 20% damage, plus 10% crit damage, or plus 30% damage. So these are specifically for the stelliglyph, like doing the, oh, what were they called? I don't remember. Stellar novas? Is that what it's called? Yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe I just don't worry about it though. I think what we should do is go kill Skeletron and kind of round out the episode that way. Though this episode may end up being kind of long because I ranted earlier for a while. I haven't used any of these because I don't really find the weapons to be good. It is really kind of annoying that so far I haven't gotten like any ranged weapons at all from this, and I was expecting to at this point. It is definitely something that I think could be improved about the mod, which is instead of just having an essence make a weapon, maybe have it make like a couple different types of weapons, because then it, I don't know, changes it up a bit. Or at least, you know, how many essences have I got so far? Let's look. If we go back to this and look here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 7 from the katana, and not one of them has been a ranged weapon yet. I mean, there's melee, ranged, mage, and summoner in the game. So out of 7 that I've gotten, just under half of those, or over half of those, depending on which direction you're going, over half of those have not been ranged, and just under half of them have been, which is like, that's insane. I don't understand why that's the case. All right, where's our dungeon? Our dungeon's off to the right. Let's head over there, pop these platforms down, and get ready to fight us a Skeletron. This dungeon is in a terrible spot. It's right over our corruption. I didn't realize that. All right, let's do 1 insta bridge here. Bam. And, oh man, I hate that our dungeon is right at the crimson. Let's check. Oh, my platform went through my oasis a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. It's not a big deal. All right, so the next platform I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put it up a little bit. So let's do it from over here, I think. So I'm going to go up. Because I don't need it so close to that bottom one. Then we could do mini bridge here. I was kind of hoping that it would like kill this little floater dude, but that didn't happen. That's not how it works. I wish it did though, because that'd be kind of funny. It'd be a really funny way to take care of monsters. So one thing I'm going to do before this fight is I'm going to make 29 of these shine potions to get our infinite shine buff, which honestly is like the biggest buff we can have for doing the little cosmic things. So let's pop that in there. Do we have a shine? We do. Happy, banner, stelliglyph, crimson heart, iron skin, shine. It's a shine. Literally the last one I looked at. The first one that I could have looked at and didn't. Cool. All right, I think we're good. I think I'm gonna head over to the crimson, or now our dungeon, I guess, and just wait till nighttime. Okay, it's nighttime. Let's get these. I don't need that mining potion. Here, what I'm gonna do real quick is head back to our base. I'm gonna dump this stuff in here, just to get rid of it. I'll even get rid of the bait and all this stuff. Ooh, I don't know. I like the tsunami in a bottle a little bit better than a clown in a bottle, but 4 crit chance is really nice. So we'll stick with that. Let's get rid of the seaweed real quick. Get out of here. All right, now we can go back over there and fight Skeletron, which I think should be fairly easy for us. I got 2 weapon options. Ooh, didn't even see that zombie. I've got the option of using the bow, right? So we have fire arrows, or I could use the mini shark. I think mini shark might be pretty good long term for this, but let's go ahead and buff up with those 3 other buffs that I needed. Talk to him, and we'll see how this goes. So maybe bow first. Wow, my movement speed is really nice with that 25% extra movement speed that we get from that queen bee buff. Let's check the damage on the hands. I feel like the hands are a little bit easier to target with the mini shark, relatively, as I miss a bunch in a row. So maybe I focus on the hands with the mini shark, and then when I have to kill the head, I go back to the bow. Oh my goodness, I'm getting like messed up here. He moves real fast because he scales with my movement speed, I think. And because my movement speed is real fast, it's not it's not helping much. Wait, just a little bit of dodging though. I probably could do the circle method and just be totally fine with movement that way. Especially because these hands are cruising due to our movement speed. Almost got hit by the head there. Quick reaction time though. I don't know, I kind of like the bow if I can actually hit with it. So I feel like the bow, well, not only do I have the archery potion on, which helps, but did we kill a hand already? Where'd the other hand? Oh, there it is. Speak of the devil, it was gone for a while. Like it was worth mentioning that it hadn't been there in a while. So damage wise, if I'm actually like hitting on a frequent basis, I'm like doing, I don't know. Oh my goodness, about to die. That was so close. Almost got caught by the head because I don't have, you know, any way to prevent knockback, so I get kind of screwed there. I'm doing about 100 damage a second if I can actually hit the hands. But of course, you're then having to make sure that you are aiming properly. Got some skulls popping out now. Man, I am really sucking at dodging these hands. Oh my goodness, I went a little too early there. That was really close. Here, let's get rid of this hand. I feel like it's just easier to aim with the mini shark. Generally speaking, again. Okay, there we go. Now we can go back to the bow, because I think the bow is going to be our better damage on the head. The head is way easier to hit, because he's not like flipping around back and forth like the hands do. And then it's just a matter of dodging skulls, which actually is fairly easy. The trick is not getting hit by the head at any given point. I keep forgetting that I've got rocket boots until I'm in a position where I really need them, and then I like instinctively hit the button to get the rocket boots to go. Can I get a health potion in a second here? I really don't want to die to skulls. I really don't want to die to Skeletron at all. I don't think I should. And if we defeat him, that's going to unlock new armor for us, because we're going to get the Necro armor, which is, of course, the Ranger armor. The only other Ranger set that you can get pre-hard mode. But I am very low on health, so I may end up dying here. Not ideal. Maybe I go back to the mini shark. Maybe mini shark is our friend here. I don't feel like I'm doing much. I gotta also make sure I'm not taking fall damage, because I have been taking fall damage by going a little too high. And falling down, of course. Let's go back to the mini shark. I don't know. Is it more consistent? It might be. I just gotta live a little longer to get another potion. Nope. Crap. Potion soon. There's our potion. I don't know, they're both kind of the same. I think if I had like a shark tooth necklace, it might be better. Oh, it's that fall damage again. I'm telling you, I'm gonna die to fall damage. And skulls. Shoot her. Like the crit damage is really good when it's spinning. But if I had a shark tooth necklace to get the extra armor penetration, it would be way better. All right, let's head back to base before I die to something stupid. We got the possessed skull, which is a really cool pet. In fact, we may as well equip it. We don't have any pets on. Let's open the bag. Got our shoots crossbones at enemies while you're attacking. That's super good. I think it's worth putting that on, but I'm gonna have to swap something out. I'm not sure what yet. Let's put the Skeletron relic down. And unlike in the previous episode where I just didn't mention it, I'm gonna mention it now. We're gonna save the spatial disc for the next episode because my throat is going again. I do want to put the bone glove on, so I'm gonna hold on to that. And then, yeah, we need to go into the dungeon next and get us some necro armor.